Our first question is, who has been appointed as the new Director General of the National Investigation Agency in January? Correct option is A. Rakesh Agrawal. What is the rank of India in the Climate Change Performance Index 2026? Correct option is C. 23rd. The 11th edition of Joint Military Exercise Mitra Shakti 2025 was conducted between India and which country? Right option is D. Sri Lanka. Which state became the first in India to constitute its 8th State Pay Commission? Correct option is B. Assam. Which country is the host of the 52nd edition of G7 Summit 2026? Correct option is D. France. Which Indian state received the geographical indication tag for its Panna diamond in November? Right option is C. Madhya Pradesh. Where has the 30th edition of UN Climate Change Conference 2025 held? Right option is D. Belém, Brazil. On which date is Indian Army Day celebrated in India? Correct option is B. On 15th January. Which team won their maiden Ranji Trophy title in the 2025-26 season? Correct option is C. Jammu and Kashmir. The Supreme Court has recognized the right to menstrual hygiene as an integral part of which fundamental right? Correct option is C. Right to life and personal liberty. Which institution ranked first in India in the 2026 QS Asia University Rankings? Right option is A. IIT Delhi. Which country officially transferred the BRICS presidency to India on 12 December? Right option is D. Brazil. On which date is International Women's Day 2026 celebrated? Correct option is B. 8th March. Who has been appointed as the new Lieutenant Governor of Ladakh in March? Correct option is B. Vinay Kumar Saxena. Which team won the Women's Premier League 2026 title? Correct option is D. Royal Challengers Bangalore. Which state has been declared the ginger capital of India by Niti Aayog to recognize its high-quality ginger production? Correct option is C. Mizoram. Where has the Namo Semiconductor Laboratory been recently approved to be set up? Right option is A. IIT Bhubaneswar. Who has been awarded the 2025 Nobel Peace Prize? Right option is D. Maria Corina Machado. Which state launched India's first deep tech startup policy? Correct option is B. Tamil Nadu. What is the rank of India in the Rule of Law Index 2025? Correct option is B. 86th. According to the National Crime Records Bureau, which city was India's safest city for the year 2023? Correct option is A. Kolkata. Who has been selected for the Sastra Ramanujan Prize 2025? Correct option is D. Alexander Smith. Which country became the 19th member of the International Big Cat Alliance? Right option is C. Russia. Who was sworn in as the 53rd Chief Justice of India on 24th November? Correct option is C. Justice Surya Kant. India's first fully operational ring metro was recently inaugurated in which city? Right option is A. Delhi. In which state will India's first hydrogen-powered train run its pilot project? Correct option is B. Haryana. Who has been appointed as an Executive Director of the Reserve Bank of India in October? Correct option is C. Sonali Sengupta. Which country hosted the 8th session of International Solar Alliance in October? Right option is B. India. The Supreme Court recently clarified that the Aadhaar card can be used for which of the following purposes? Right option is D. Proof of identity. On which date is National Mathematics Day 2025 celebrated? Correct option is B. 22nd December. Who became the first captain to score a century in the history of the T20 World Cup? Correct option is C. Harry Brook. What is the rank of India in the Henley Passport Index released in February? Correct option is D. 75th. Which Indian state government launched Project Hanuman to mitigate human-wildlife conflict? Correct option is C. Andhra Pradesh. Which is the first state to launch a menstrual leave policy that is mandatory for both government and private sectors? Right option is D. Karnataka. Who has been appointed as the new chairman and managing director of GAIL India Limited in March? Correct option is B. Deepak Gupta. The Indian Navy has started its first bilateral exercise in Rokan with which country? Right option is A. South Korea. Recently, which company has made India's UPI its first global payment system partner? Correct option is A. PayPal. Which movie has been shortlisted for the Best International Feature Film category at the 90th Academy Awards? Correct option is B. Homebound. Recently, Coal India has signed an agreement with whom to set up a sustainable energy center? Correct option is C. IIT Madras. Which player won the mains singles title at the 2026 Australian Open? Correct option is C. Carlos Alcaraz. In March, which long-serving Chief Minister of Bihar resigned from his post to enter the Rajya Sabha? Right option is B. Nitish Kumar. With which country did the Indian Navy conduct the joint naval exercise Konkan 2025? Right option is D. United Kingdom. Which telescope was used to discover the Alaknanda spiral galaxy? Correct option is B. James Webb Space Telescope. Who has become the youngest Prime Minister in the history of Nepal in March? Correct option is C. Balendra Balen Shah. Which state became the first to partner with Starlink for satellite-based internet services? Correct option is B. Maharashtra. Who won the Global Teacher Prize 2026 at the World Government Summit in Dubai? Right option is D. Rubble Nagi. Who is the author of the book History That India Ignored? Correct option is A. Prem Prakash. Vikram 1, India's first privately developed orbital rocket, is developed by which company? Right option is C. Skyroot Aerospace. Who was sworn in as the new Chief Minister of Manipur in February? Correct option is B. Yumnam Khemchand Singh. Which state government has declared 2025 as the Year of Urban Development in October? Correct option is A. Gujarat. Recently, UNICEF launched the Promise to Children campaign in collaboration with which organization? Correct option is B. International Cricket Council. Which space agency launched India's heaviest communication satellite CMIS-03 in November? Right option is C. ISRO. National Education Day is celebrated on which date in India? Right option is D. On 11th November. Who recently won the 2025 Booker Prize for his novel Flesh? Correct option is D. David Sajle. Who topped the Hurun India Top 200 Self-Made Entrepreneurs of the Millennia 2025 list? Correct option is A. Deepinder Goyal. What is the rank of India in the 2025 Global Hunger Index? Correct option is C. 102nd. Who has been appointed as the first woman president of the Press Club of India? Right option is A. Sangeeta Barua. India recently surpassed which country to become the world's fourth largest economy? Correct option is B. Japan. The famous Dhanu Yatra festival is celebrated in which state? Right option is B. Odisha. Which rocket launched the Bluebird Block 2 communication satellite? Correct option is C. LVM-3M6. Which country launched its first indigenous hydrogen fuel cell vessel? Right option is C. India. Where was India's first fully paperless district court inaugurated on 6th January? Right option is D. Kalpetta, Kerala. Which country was the host of 47th ASEAN Summit 2025? Correct option is B. Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Which country's payment system was declared the world's largest real-time payment system by the IMF? Correct option is C. India. Which country approved the world's first stem cell therapy for Parkinson's disease in March? Right option is B. Japan. Who has been appointed as the new MD and CEO of PNB Housing Finance? Right option is A. Ajay Kumar Shukla. Which team was the runner-up of the Under-19 Asia Cup 2025 finals? Correct option is D. India. The 8th edition of the Joint Military Exercise Ekta 2025 was conducted between India and which country? Right option is A. Maldives. Which country won the Squash World Cup title 2025? Right option is C. India. Which country has become the world's first cashless society? Correct option is D. Sweden. What is the rank of India in the 2025 Index of Economic Freedom? Correct option is A. 120th. Nagori Ashwagandha, which recently received a geographical indication tag, is primarily cultivated in which Indian state? Right option is A. Rajasthan. What is the total length of the Delhi-Meerut Namo Bharat RRTS corridor inaugurated by PM Narendra Modi? Correct option is C. 82 kilometers. Recently, when was World Mental Health Day 2025 observed? Correct option is C. On 10th October. Who became India's 92nd chess grandmaster in January? Right option is D. Aryan Varshney. The Sanchar Sathi application was developed by which department? Right option is B. Department of Telecommunications. Which site in Bihar recently became the 94th Ramsar site of India? Correct option is C. Gogabeel Lake. How many medals did India win at the Asian Youth Games 2025 in Bahrain? Right option is B. 48 medals. Which state is fully prepared to build the country's first power museum? Right option is D. Bihar. Which Indian origin scientist was awarded the 2026 Crawford Prize in Geosciences? Correct option is B. Dr. Veerbhadran Ramanathan. Who released the book titled Atal Bihari Vajpayee, The Eternal Statesman in New Delhi? Correct option is C. C.P. Radhakrishnan. The second edition of the Joint Military Exercise Desert Cyclone 2 was conducted between India and which country? Correct option is C. United Arab Emirates. Who became the youngest Indian woman to ski to the South Pole in December? Right option is A. Kamya Karthikeyan. Which organization recently conducted the successful counter-drone exercise Vayu Samanvay 2? Right option is D. Indian Army. Who has been appointed as the Managing Director of the State Bank of India? Correct option is A. Ravi Ranjan. Which country inaugurated the world's largest archaeological museum, the Grand Egyptian Museum? Correct option is A. Egypt. Which country will host the Commonwealth Kho-Kho Championship in 2026? Correct option is C, India. What is India's rank in the Women, Peace and Security Index 2026? Correct option is B, 131st. Which city has become India's dirtiest city in the Swachh Sarvekshan 2025? Correct option is C, Madurai. Who became the first Indian woman cricketer to score more than 4,000 T20 international runs? Right option is D, Smriti Mandhana. Recently, where was the World Health Summit 2025 held in October? Right option is B, Berlin. Which state topped the medal tally at the Khelo India Beach Games 2026? Correct option is A, Karnataka. Which country has surpassed China to become the world's largest rice producer in 2024 to 2025? Correct option is D, India. Who recently became the 93rd Chess Grandmaster of India in 2026? Correct option is C, Arav Dengla. The 14th edition of exercise Ekuviran was conducted between India and which country? Correct option is B, Maldives. Who has taken additional charge as the Chief Executive Officer of Niti Aayog in February? Correct option is D, Nidhi Chibba.